All right, guys, so we just recorded the last message. I'm going to do a reading for us today, too, just because it's fun and it's self-explorative. This morning, I woke up in the Crystal Gardens, and the Crystal Gardens were bringing the return of the Fae and the return of the fairy self and what it was like to no longer shut down my fairy. So I am very Fae, very Fae. A part of this was to make sure that I reclaim my inner fairy, and a part of that journey is the beliefs and concepts behind the fairy world, and as a result, it was like, get out Pocket Oracle of the Fairies. I was like, okay. And it's really funny, fairies tend to be depicted in very feminine roles, which I completely understand and I get. I know what it's like to feel like a little princess out in the woods. As a man, I know what it feels like wanting to be like a little ballerina. And you're like, it is the most humbling thing to the divine masculine aspects of self, but so important for the inner child. So, message from Pocket Oracle of the Fairies. What messages want to come forward from my soul to yours? From Pocket Oracle of the Fairies. Fairies. What messages do we want to share with our beloved collective? Nature's signs, right? So I feel like there's an organic expression through nature, through Gaia, that is going to assist you here and now, whether this is animal totems, whether this is, a sway of the winds, the leaves. I know for myself, there's DNA radiance and grid work clarity that comes from the trees. Like when I see the golden autumn hues reflecting back like that inner golden light, nature is showing you something, and it's gifting you an opportunity to understand your own inner oracle, which is a part of the divine messages that are aligned perfectly and clearly for you. This is curating an opportunity for your own inner child to explore and to play in a new way, and gifting you an opportunity to see the signs for yourself, to see the synchronicity, and to understand what the dialogue of that message is. That's what druidry is, right? So a part of that druid path is being able to just kind of read the elements, to read the north wind, to understand the stars, to understand life here in this planetary process of dialoguing the messages within the wind. Nature's signs is saying that nature is gifting you a clarion call right now. And it's an opportunity to dial in and to listen to what nature's expression is guiding you to do. Ask for help. Protect your dreams. Ooh. A lot of this reconnecting back to spirit, back to soul, back to play is to go out into nature and it's kind of like when we're creating faith and trust right now, especially if you want clarity on anything going on in your life, allow nature to show you the signs. Whether this is about compass, whether this is, compass, which is in direction, whether this is allowing nature to assist you. This is beginning to believe in abundance and play and imagination in a completely new and profound way for you. Protect your dreams. Protect your dreams. A part of this is that it's gifting you an opportunity to have like an inner journey, to have a space in which you don't allow things to continue to interfere or to get in the way of what is to come and what is possible. I know believing in interference is still a belief, but protecting our dreams gives us an opportunity to keep something sacred for ourselves, which is a part of like the soul. And one level is to be aware in where you feel safe sharing your dreams with others, and that which you got to keep safe to yourself, because you're learning what it's like to go through a birthing period and a gestation period. Sometimes I hear all hands on deck, right? And sometimes all hands can be too much. It can start to create bleed through and distortions and interference. And protecting your dreams is gifting you an opportunity to keep them close and sacred to you so they can come to be. A part of this is not allowing others to degrade the soil in which you grow your garden. Don't allow people to poison the well. By the way, great band. If you ever want to hear a great band, Poison the Well. If you like heavy metal, if you like post-hardcore, poison the well. Amazing. Good song, Crystal Lake. You're never allowed to point that finger. You're never allowed to point that finger. You're never allowed to point that finger. All right, anyway. Not allowing people to poison the well is giving you the opportunity to fortify, to strengthen, and to reconnect back to your own personal goals and experience, and not allowing others to get in the way. Very much so what the Seven of Wands energy was. Like, this kind of portrays a very similar message from the last reading that gives you an opportunity to not allow other people's dreams, interpretations, so on and so forth to get in the way. Now, cooperation and dialogue with others is important. It's definitely safe to do that. But this is also is kind of stating, like, it's almost an inner command of authority, saying that which isn't a part of my inner child's ascension or my inner play is not allowed in my journey. And a part of that creates a dialogue in which you are allowed, through your sovereignty and autonomy, to rewrite the rules of your own journey. So yes, we have natural laws that are a part of the ascension. We have natural ways of being, but protecting your inner dream is gifting you an opportunity to keep your dream, your assistance, your journey, your truth, and your own natural clarity alive and aligned for you. Because we all have that in our own way. So in essence, it's saying that you have your own compass. You have your own North Nord. You have your own Polaris, right? That North Star frequency, that guiding light, that beacon, that thing that is for you. This is not allowing others to take that away, and also giving you an opportunity to remember your inner light and your inner authority, so you no longer squander, right, what that inner essence is, so you can reclaim your resilience in perfecting your own dream. Which means that you can be the governor of your own reality in regards to this, and what you allow in and don't allow in. Now, I know at times this can be triggering and make you feel like you have, some sort of like inner asshole or inner controller, because this isn't about being in control of others. This is about allowing yourself to fortify the boundaries in what you allow in and don't allow in. So you can actually become one with your own inner peace, one with your own natural and organic ascension, and become one with your own connection to your own personal journey. So you can allow nature and Gaia and perhaps the fairy realm to assist you in keeping your dreams and your magic alive. Surrender control over how the experience thinks, believes, or does, but allow your own inner magic to remember the energy and the essence of play, so your dreams can come alive. Like, if you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to be. That song, so reverberant as a child, and as a result, sometimes seen as a fantasy land, seen as something not real. But if belief systems are a part of magic, and the energy behind the belief is a part of this magic, then if you repeat this song as a mantra to your heart, to your soul, and allow it to guide you, it will. It always will. Go outside. This is that motivation to go outside, trust the world again, to go explore out in nature, but also remember that a part of this inner journey and the inner dream is being able to create the motivation to externalize, to be a part of that third dimensional natural law. And I know when I speak of third dimension, I'm speaking of form. I'm speaking of grounding out and playing the reality. I'm speaking of pentacles. Whether you want to see that dimensionally measured by dimensionality, or whether we want to say as the inner and the outer, right? The inner, the magnetic being, the feminine, the external, the electrical, the action taking, the masculine. This is allowing your ability to go live this dream out on planet Earth and to motivate that experience to occur. So I want to state and ask you, what motivates you to go live this life? Is it a teacher? Is it something that you listen to, right? Is it music? What motivates your child to live their perfect life and to live their dream? As perfectly imperfect as it might be, as messy as it might be. A part of this is back to the drawing board of inner creation and what lights you up and what helps you to get this done. Right now, Mother Earth, the animals, the trees, the elementals want to help you in being able to sustain the natural growth that is the beauty of your soul. And they want you to be able to ground this in and play the part, right, of soul and of light and of magic here on planet Earth, and to do it in a way that sparks introspection, that invites healing, that invites support, and also gives you an opportunity to actually live this out. So this is that, if you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are, which means that God, source, doesn't care what you look like, doesn't care where you come from, doesn't care. What it cares about is that this dream comes true. So anything your heart desires will come to be. This is the motivation to allow it to come to be and to keep the essence of your own dream alive, your own inner journey, your own inner light, and to ask for support for this dream to come alive, especially if you don't think that this dream can come true by yourself, because it is unified, it is unity, it requires allow others in to support this, and allow Mother Earth and Gaia, and allow natural movement, flow, and rhythm to show you, because a part of nature's science is natural law, right? I mean, we're looking at the body's needs, right? We're looking at natural processes. We're allowing ourselves to recognize that it's okay to live a very real life defined upon the dream that's a part of your activation, and this is the invitation to ask for help and support of that dream to come true. Because it can and it will, as long as you motivate yourself to get up and to see it through as well. Okay. So magic in reality is one part play, it's one part care, whole lot of love. Whole lot of love, boom, 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 a whole lot of love. But it's also the ability to get up and to live your dream by seeing it through, aligning to that inspired and creative memory to come through for you, that activation, that remembrance of all that you are, and continue to play as this really beautiful soul and beautiful light here on planet Earth. So, whoo, look at that. Everything will be provided, land of milk and honey, and this is more than just money. This is well wishes. This is remembering your fairy godmother like journey. This is knowing that all of it will be provided. And the thing about abundance is we don't want to limit it to just one flow, one source, or one outcome. Is there's also something very expansive about that. And one thing I've learned is sometimes abundance isn't the paycheck. Sometimes abundance is the neighbor that delivers you some fresh farm eggs, or the abundance is the friend that gives you a hug, or the person that you sit down and have the phone call conversation with, and you get some really brilliant idea and you work together. Sometimes abundance is finding that quarter on the street, or someone handing you that jacket you really like, or abundance comes in so many ways. So let's not try to package it or format what abundance is, but allow it to be a part of the sustainable growth and overgrowth in your journey that allows sustenance continue to be a part of your own journey. Allow sustenance, allow abundance, allow opulence, allow financial security to be there for you, but allow abundance to show up in all things as necessary, so you can express yourself beyond the limitation of what human form, society, and culture has brought forward for us, and allow the lack conditioning to just kind of slowly and gently dissolve through love. So this is a reminder that everything is possible, everything can come true, and everything will be provided for. But a part of protecting that is not allowing things to get in the way of that. And this is where we kind of become our own personal security, and not from a place of fear or hypervigilance, but by what we allow and don't allow in our own personal garden, which is a part of our own personal choice. And, you know, our personal treasure is really perfect to our own, is perfect to our own divine alignment, to our own divine pathway, to our own timeline, and to our own experience. But exposure to what this gift brings to us gently is something that's going to gift us the opportunity to believe in this realm of thrive and fairy and natural and organic resources again, so we can really feel like we can live out this purpose, right, as spirit here on planet Earth, right? I love you guys. Much love and respect to all of you out there. Thank you again for your likes, shares, and subscribes. That's the message for the day from Pocket Oracle of the Fairies. Remember that magic is real, magic is true, and allow your inner child to play with magic again. And please, if you forget, it's okay, but don't allow this world to continue to dampen your glow. Take care of your soul, take care of your energy, take care of your body, take care of your mind, take care of your health, because it's important, and it's what helps the sustenance of this magic to stay alive for all of you. So happy Samhain. We're in that season. We're in that season. And as the veil's thin, we'll get a lot more clarity. And from that space, we can activate our inner realm of imagination again, that dreams can come true, especially for our own children here on planet Earth. Right? Love you guys. See you soon. Namaste.